Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Simone here. Today I'm going to be filming my May favourites, and as you all know, my favourites videos are some of my favourite to film. I love talking about the things I've been loving in the month, so here is another month's. So the first thing I want to talk about is my favourite book of May, and I didn't actually have any 5-star books in May at the time of filming this. I'm filming it a little bit early, but my favourite one was actually a book that I gave a 4-star to, and that is Final Girls by Riley Sager. As you may know, the mental health-a-thon took place in May, hosted by Nicole from A Beautiful Chaos of Books, and also co-hosted by Kate from Chapter Kate and Rachel from Rachel Marie Book Junkie, and I will link their channels down below for you. This book deals with addiction, PTSD, grief, trauma, suicidal thoughts I think are in this as well. So there are lots of mental health elements to this, and it was a thriller, so I was really excited to read something a little bit different than some of the other books that I planned on reading or did read. Like I said, I gave this one a 4-star. To be honest, I was a bit nervous going into it because I know that Charlie from Charlie Brooke hates this book, and I wasn't really sure how I was going to feel, but I disagreed with her, which is totally okay. I loved this one. Like I said, I gave it a 4-star. It follows a girl named Quincy and 2 other girls named Lisa and Samantha, and they are all what is known as final girls, so each one of them is the final girl that was left after a massacre, a different one in each 3 cases. Then one of them, Lisa, is killed, and it's about the other 2 and how they deal with it and what happens and whether they're next and that sort of thing, and I really enjoyed this. I didn't see the twist coming. I thought it was a really good story, and I just thought it was really well done. I thought that the sort of addiction and kind of therapy elements were done in a really interesting way, and I found them to be really fun and also just very eye-opening really, and I've never really thought about kind of, I think a lot of the time in the media you think about the actual act or the thing happening, a massacre. We never think about what happens to the people afterwards and how they then deal with them, with their lives basically. So yeah, I really liked this one. Gave it a 4-star, and I would definitely recommend if you haven't read it already. Up next I wanted to talk about my favourite music of the month, so as usual I have 3 songs that I want to talk about. The first one is an oldie but goldie, and that one is Mraz and the song I'm Yours. This is like a really cool sounding song. It's kind of got that, like, it's almost got that like reggae vibe, and I really love it. I think it is one of those songs that I feel like everybody knows, even if you don't really know that you know. And yeah, I've really loved listening to it this month. It's just quite chill and quite mellow, and I really enjoyed it. The next one is actually a song that I had heard a while ago, but definitely reignited my love for it, and that is Attention by Charlie Puth. I think Charlie Puth is actually a really underrated singer. I think a lot of people think of him as kind of like a pop star or pop singer, but I think he's actually got a really good voice, and I just really enjoy listening to his music, and he's not bad looking either, so bonus. Then next up is Meghan Trainor's Mr. Almost. I think this is a song that I've listened to for a long time. My boyfriend really likes Meghan Trainor, and I mean, again, she's gorgeous, but this song is just one of those songs that sort of speaks to me. I think it's that kind of like, have you found the right one? I mean, I have, but you know, the song itself is great, and I just love the message behind it. So yeah, I really think it's about not settling, and yeah, I love that. So yeah, definitely a great song. Definitely check it out if you haven't listened to that one already. Next up is my favourite film of the month, and this isn't really, I suppose, a film as such. It's a DVD that I watched with my dad, so I'm going to count it as a film. But it is Tommy Cooper, The Best of Tommy Cooper. Tommy Cooper, if you don't know, was a comedian in the 1970s, I believe, and this is some of his best bits from like different comedian shows and from different things like that. And Tommy Cooper is hilarious, and he does not like, he's really good at like comic timing, and he's actually good at magic, so he uses that in a way like to be silly, and I love that. I think Tommy Cooper, most people probably know the name even if you don't really know who he is. He's not, what I like about him the most, I think, is that he doesn't use like dirty humour or like sort of gross jokes, I guess, which, don't get me wrong, I love, but I think it's nice to see something a little bit different, and I think Tommy Cooper is just an icon basically, and I think it was great. Me and my dad watched this and I didn't stop laughing the whole way through, so yeah, I would definitely recommend that you check out his like comedy in general, but yeah, I really liked this little compilation. Next up, I have 3 YouTube videos that I want to talk about. I have actually watched quite a bit of YouTube this month. Last month I sort of fell behind a little bit on watching them. I say fell behind, I just stopped watching them for a while, but I really have enjoyed watching them again this month. So the first one is a video by the wonderful SJstrum, who I know I've mentioned before in a favourites video, but she does Baby Name Mondays every Monday, and we all know I'm a bit obsessed with baby names. I don't have any babies, but I love baby names. She did a video recently which was 15 pretty and unusual flower baby names, and I thought they were beautiful. There's a few in there that I really, really love. There was a couple I was like, I don't think I'd go with that, but there were some beautiful names in there, and I've had a list on my phone of baby names since I can remember, and I have no idea if I'll ever use any of them, but I have that list, and every time I watch one of SJ's videos I kind of add stuff to the list. So yes, I've definitely got some new contenders if I ever have children. The next video that I really enjoyed was by Francesca, and she did a really original TBR rummy video, which I will link below. Basically it's kind of like a game, because she said that she finds that when she does readathons she reads better because there's like a challenge element to her TBR, and I completely agree with that because I love like coming up with like prompts and things for myself. And I loved the way that she did this. Essentially you play a game of rummy and you put like numbers onto the cards, and then you pick a the number corresponds to the book that you have. Like I said, I'll link her video below because she explains it much better than I just did. But I really, really loved that, and yeah, I think it would be a wonderful way to kind of give yourself a challenge and to also pick up books on your shelf that perhaps you've kind of forgotten about because obviously they've been on there for such a long time. So yeah, I would definitely link that video below because it was amazing. Well done, Anna. The third video I want to talk about is another video by Emily from Nouvelle Novels. I feel like I talk about Emily all the time at the minute, but she's amazing. She did a review of If You Could Go Anywhere by Paige Toon, which is one of her favourite authors, and she loved the book, and I just loved seeing her passion for it in the video. It was really, really interesting to kind of hear her. I've read a couple of Paige Toon books and I do really enjoy her, so hearing Emily's like love for her come out made me want to read even more of her, so I think I'm definitely going to pick up some more Paige Toon books. But yeah, I really loved that video just because I think it's so nice to see people just loving what they're talking about, and I definitely think that she did that. So yeah, go and check that video out as well. Now we're on to my favourite YouTubers of the month. So these are not BookTubers, but everything else basically. So the first one I want to talk about is the YouTuber Faith Drew. She has a kind of baby channel, I guess, to do with mums and being a mum and baby stuff, and she did some baby name videos, which I love. I'm a bit obsessed with baby names videos, as you all know, as I've just said. But yeah, Faith Drew is in a wonderful channel. I love her videos. I love her. Her name choices are amazing, and yeah, I think that you should go and check out her channel if you like that kind of thing. The next one is Aspen and Parker. Now I have in one of my previous favourite videos talked about Aspen Ovard because she is a big YouTuber in America, and she has relatively recently announced that she's pregnant, and she did a load of like videos on her channel. But I've been watching Aspen and Parker's vlogs this month because they have been talking about the baby stuff and like showing their family or announcing to their family that they're pregnant, doing like reaction videos and things. And they did a video, again baby name related, they did a video reacting to like viewer suggestions of baby names, and yeah, I think I just love Aspen and Parker, and the fact that she's pregnant is just a great little thing to watch. So yeah, I love her channel too, or their channel. And the third one I want to talk about is more of a kind of like a TV channel, I guess you would say, on YouTube, and that is Clever Style. I love the Clever News, Clever TV, Clever Style family on there. There was some like drama in terms of who was going to take over because I think they nearly shut down at one point, but I think the Clever Style channel is amazing. They do loads of really fun and like interesting videos. They have different series that they do, like Lunchy Break and like beauty tripping and stuff, and I absolutely love them. I love their like dirty laundry series where they talk about like outfits from like different, like when there's a big award show they always talk about the outfits that people wore, and I love that. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the Clever Style channel, and I just wanted to shout it out, although it has like millions of views, so if you haven't heard of it, well, you probably have heard of it, and if you haven't, you should anyway. Next up is a TV show that I've been loving, and I am really behind the times on this one. I think it finished ages ago, and I'm pretty sure the second series is coming out at some point soon, but I've been absolutely loving the show Killing Eve. This show basically follows a woman who is investigating a string of murders. She's trying to find a female serial killer named Villanelle, who is played by Jodie Comer, who is absolutely amazing, and then you have Eve Pilastri, who is the woman trying to find her, who is played by Sandra Oh, and I love both of them. I think they're amazing. They really bounce off each other really well, and it's a wonderful series. I think I've got like 2 episodes left of this first series to watch, and I know that this is a series that like everybody watched at the time, and I feel like I am definitely really behind on it, but I have been absolutely loving it. So yeah, definitely another one to check out. And then finally on to my 3 favourite booktubers of the month. Obviously I have loads and I talk about people all the time, but the 3 I really wanted to talk about this month are some of my absolute favourites. The first one is Ashley from A Frolic Through Fiction. I have definitely mentioned Ashley on my channel before. I don't think I've ever mentioned her in a favourites video though. Ashley is... okay, I need to talk about Ashley. Ashley is a massive inspiration to me. She is doing a university degree. She's just wonderful. Honestly, I could talk about her all day. Basically, Ashley has a channel where she talks about books in such a way that I just feel like I can't look away from the screen for 1 second. She is so like into her books that I just feel like she just is great. I don't know how to explain it. She also recently, I think the voting will definitely be over by the time this video goes up, but I did vote for her. She has been nominated or shortlisted for a UK YA blog award for most inspirational, and I'm really hoping that she wins because I love her. Honestly, she's so wonderful. I feel like we're kind of like friends because we do talk quite a bit, and I just think she's amazing. She does a lot of like really thought-provoking videos, and her vlogs are wonderful, and she started a like read-along where they read like Greek myth retellings. Well, that's a difficult thing to say, and I haven't joined in yet, but I definitely would like to at some point to one of the books that they're going to read. And yeah, I just love her. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. But if you haven't followed Ashley already, please do. She's so wonderful, and I think that everybody deserves to have a bit of Ashley in your life. Next up is April from Getting Hygge With It. April is a wonderful booktuber, and she is also pregnant after having a miscarriage, which breaks my heart for her, but I'm so happy that she's pregnant. She's having a little girl, which is absolutely wonderful, and I've been following her videos for a while, and I definitely relate to her, as you might be able to know. And I just think April's wonderful. She's really funny and very thoughtful and very kind of like open, and I just think she's wonderful. I love her video. She really talks about thrillers quite a lot, which is one of my favourite things, because I love finding a channel that I love that talks about thrillers, because it's like all of my favourite things in one place. And yeah, I just think she's wonderful. And yeah, she actually did the Bookish Darlings tag. I think she started it, created it, it was her original idea. And I am going to do that hopefully in the next month or so, because Charlie tagged me in that video. So yeah, definitely going to do that one. But yeah, until then, definitely follow April if you haven't already. Again, I'll have linked her video down below, her channel down below. Yeah, so send her some love. And the third one that I want to talk about today is A Girl in a Book. I have followed this channel for so long. She was one of the first people that I followed on BookTube actually, and I just think she's amazing. I love the way she talks about books. I think she's really intelligent. She really thinks about it. Again, she talks about some slightly different ones, some thrillers, and I always find myself kind of adding books to my TBR when she does videos, and I just think she's wonderful. I absolutely love her, and yeah, definitely a must watch her videos if you haven't already. And then for the end of this video, we're gonna do the video shout out, which I've been doing at the end of every video. Today I would like to shout out a booktube channel called Jemima Rose. She does wrap-ups, favourites, like TBRs, tags, all that kind of thing, and I just think she's really, really wonderful. Really loves like art and fashion as well, which I think you can really tell. Her thumbnails are wonderful, I absolutely love her, and yeah, definitely go and follow her. I will put all of her links down below in the description box, and yeah, and she is my shout out for this video. So there you go guys, that is my favourites for the month of May. Let me know in the comments down below what your favourite book of the month has been. I would love to know. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you next time for another one. Bye guys!